Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Stampin' Up tutorial, kind of. Well, I'm just going to do some crafting. You can follow along. And today I'm concentrating on this bundle. If you buy them as a bundle, you save 10%. It's Dragonfly Dreams and Detailed Dragonfly Thinlets. I've used them before, but I like to use things more than once. You know, get your money's worth. So what I'm going to do is I'm not doing a card, I'm going to do a tag. And I'm going to try and start doing a tag every week. I might call it Tag It Wednesday or Tag It Thursday or Tag It Tuesday. I don't know what day I'm going to do it on yet. But I made this one a couple of weeks ago and I did show it on my blog and on my social media, but I didn't do a video on it. And this was using the Beautiful You. So I'm going to do something very similar. Similar colours, because I like them colours. You could also change it up. But I'm going to use the Dragonfly one. So what I've got is, let me get sat down. Let me get prepared. So, I have pre-cut loads of these. I was busy having a die cutting session yesterday. I've cut the large one, the smaller one and the block one. And I've cut them in very vanilla cardstock, and I've also cut some, I don't know which I'm going to use yet, but I've also cut some out of the glassine sheets, which are from the Falling in Love suite, I think they are. It's either from Falling in Love or Sending Love, I can't remember which one they're from now, but the glassine sheets, and they've got a very, very dainty pattern on. So I've managed to cut one, very, very delicate, which is the large one, and one of the solid ones. So we'll see, very, very delicate, and then I've just cut some in cardstock. So I've got my tag shape here, which I've just, I have a template, where have I put it? I don't know. Where is it? Where is it? I have a template that I always have to hand that I've pre-cut for whenever I want to make a tag, so I make them all the same size. This measures, it is 6 by 3 1/4. So if that's a specific size tag, I don't know, because you have like size 4 and size 6 tags. I don't know, I just cut it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to layer it with some paper, and I'm using some from the Falling in Love suite, and I'm going to use this that looks like lace because I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. This is from when you opened your DSP, you get a backing sheet of card like that. That's what I've used for my base. Don't waste anything, me. I'm going to use Tombow, if I've got any left. Tombow, yeah, I have. To adhere that onto there. Hopefully, bit more. We can just use our fingers and get a bit messy. You could use a paintbrush if you want to be a bit more elegant. I like getting a bit messy when I'm crafting. I don't mind. Don't mind at all. Make sure it's all around the edges, and you can cover the back of it as well. I'm not going to do that in the video just because it'll take me longer, but I'll probably do it off camera. So there we go. So which way up do I want my paper? I'm going to use this bit here. So I'm going to line it up on that corner. Put it flush with that edge. And just adhere that down. While that's sticking, I'll clean my hands with a good old baby wipe. And oh, just put myself a bit close to the camera. I'm just going to use my bone folder just to make sure there's no air bubbles. We don't want air bubbles in it. And then I'm just going to cut around my tag shape. Like so. I love making tags, and they're a nice alternative to a card, or if you are into journaling. Lots of ladies do journaling. I've got loads of friends that make vintage journals, they make junk journals, so a nice tag, you could use it for that, or like I say, you can use them as an alternative to a card. So we've got our base there. Now, let me see, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to attach some doilies, which I do have. Some here. Let's see, I could do with using up some of these. I used on a previous project and I cut the centre out, so I think I'm going to use that. Now, a lady gave me a tip the other day on one of my videos. She said to use a stamping sponge and put my glue on the sponge and then use, instead of using the back of my hand, which I sometimes do, to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just using a piece of scrap. I'm just going to dab that. I do listen when people make suggestions. I don't know everything and I'm always looking for easier ways of doing stuff. So I'm going to take that suggestion on board and give it a try. Don't know why I didn't think of it. Sometimes you don't, do you? You don't think of the most sensible solutions and they totally pass you by, unless that's just me. So I'm just going to put that there like that. Just in the centre, and I just want to use that up really, to be honest. I've got a piece cut here. I think I'll use that up as well. And got a bit of a mixed media going on here. I always thought mixed media was dead complicated, but all it means is that you're using more than just one type of thing. You know, you're using paper, you're using ink, you're using maybe ribbon, or then it's mixed media. Doesn't necessarily mean all this, you know, it doesn't have to be all modelling paste and luminaire paints, and it's just more than one thing. So I'm going to dab that on there. Put that. So a good tip is that. I'll have to go back and remember the lady's name that said it. I'm just going to stick one to that corner there. Use my... and I'll see if I can put one up there and then I'll shape it. Where's my glue? Bit more. It's very, very sticky, is this Tombow. It makes your fingers real sticky. And sometimes it's nice to just get your stuff out and just, oh, that's stuck to there now. Just get your stuff out and just have a play. It doesn't have to be for a specific reason. I'm gonna put it there. Doesn't have to be for a specific reason. Just sometimes just get your stuff out and make a mess. Oh, right, I'm going to trim that now. Just trim it off. Like so. I think I'm happy with that. I think we'll just move that out of the way because that's a bit sticky and icky. Right, now what shall we do? Let me have a think, 'cause I've not really planned it as per usual. I'm just doing what I think. I don't always plan everything. I've got these colours here. Sweet Sugar Plum, Crumb Cake and Sahara Sand. I might do some... just a bit of inking. I don't normally do a right lot of inking. So I might do some today, you know, just for a change. I'm only joking. I love inking, it says. Love it. Let me find a... that'll do. I need some more sponges. That's what I need. I need some more. I think those... I've washed them because I'm tight and I don't like to waste money. I have washed them. Oh, my mat's a bit wet. Let's dry that mat off. Put that on there. Right, so let's have a look. We'll start with a lighter colour, which is Sahara Sand, and build it up. And I may well add some Sweet Sugar Plum, I'm not sure yet. Just add it very carefully on the doily because obviously that might not quite be dry yet. I'm going for a bit of a sort of vintagey look. I like vintage style. Vintage and shabby chic are my favourite two styles. Totally and utterly favourite. And a lot of Stampin' Up is quite what I call clean and sort of minimal and sort of, I don't know, it's got a definitive style. When you see a Stampin' Up card, you spot it a mile off. So I like to try and sort of do something a bit different. Obviously you can spot Stampin' Up products a mile off because they're awesome, but I just think sometimes I want to try and do a little bit of a different style to perhaps the norm. Right, okay, so I'm just going to dab around there with my ink just to sort of age that a little bit. Just need to trim that off a bit more. Trim that off a bit more. I'll just move that to one side and come in with my crumb cake, which is slightly darker, and I'm just going to go around the edge just to define the edge of the tag. Just make it that little bit darker and a little bit more vintagey, I suppose. And also covers up that white edge from that cardstock that I've used. Now I really want to go in with some sweet sugar plum, but I'm going to need to be really careful because I only want it really pale. So I'm going to get a little bit on my sponge and I'm going to put it on my mat until it's nearly wore out, and then just gently, very gently add that, just to give it a bit of a tint, just because I fancy it, just adding a bit of extra colour to that DSP. Right ladies, I don't know quite where we stopped there, but my memory card ran out. I was like, no. So don't know if you heard me playing Eck. I'll have to look back. I do apologise. Ladies and gents, my memory card, I must have forgotten to delete the last two videos that I did, and so it was full. So, not to worry. So I've just got like two different layers of colour on here now. Don't know if you can see it. Just dab it a bit more on there. And then I'm going to just attach some butterflies. I think I might just very gently ink some of these as well. Let's have a look. What colour shall we do them? Crumb cake, Sahara sand. I'll see what Sahara sand looks like. I'm just having a bit of a play really. Let's have a look. I'll just gently ink that. I don't want it completely brown. I'm just giving the edges a little bit of a, just a little bit of a tint, just to make them stand out a bit. Yeah, that's nice. Just a little bit more on there. That'll do. And then I'll do this one as well. Just do the edges of those wings. Oh dear me. I'm going to have to get some bigger memory cards. It's playing on my mind now, sorry. I'm thinking of a million things at the same time as crafting. That's my problem. Right, let's make those a little bit darker. And what I'm going to also do is a little bit of sweet sugar plum in the, in the centre. Let's just add a bit of pink tone there. So we've got pink and a bit of the very vanilla still, and then a little bit of the Sahara sand. Just messing really. Just making a mess. but it should sort of build up different layers of colour is what I'm trying to do. Whether it works, I don't know, we'll see. Sometimes you have an idea in your head and getting it out is harder. There we go. Can you just see how that's in different colour tones? So I'm going to do the same to this one. I'm just going to dab it. Oh, that's a nice, like, spongy mottledy effect. Well, I like that. So we're done with that now. Let's move that out of the way. And I'm going to start and attach these. I think Tombow should work. Let's have a try. If it don't, we'll get some glue dots out, but it should work. And I think we'll go across like so. Yep. And then I'm going to get my very, very, very delicate glassine die cut and see if I can attach that on top of there. Now this might not work. I might be a bit of a pipe dream, this, don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If I can stick that onto there. Like so. Oh, it's worked. Oops, spinned it round. That's worked. And then I want to put this one on the top, I think. I think that's what I want to do. Or do I want it down here? I'm not sure. I think I'm going to put it on the top so that it's like a 3D effect. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to cut that head off because I don't want it to look like a dragonfly on top of a dragonfly. I want it to look like layers of the same dragonfly. Come on, Tombow, don't give up on me now. Put a little bit on there. And put that on there like that. Just use my bone folder. That was given to me by Mary Troutner from over there, over the pond. And she is, what's she called now? Happening Stampers. She's my American buddy. So if there's any American ladies out there, that's who you need to be going to see if you need anything. So we've got 3 layers to that butterfly now, so that's nice. Do I want some pearls on there or something? I'm not sure. Not sure. I think I'm going to leave it. Don't know. What have I got here? Might put some of these on. What's that? What colours have we got? I don't know if they're a bit dark. Bit dark then. Not having them. Changed my mind. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to leave that to one side to dry while I do a sentiment. So bring my stamp set back in. Which one shall we have? Thanks for the smile and everything else. That's a nice one, isn't it? Let's have a look. Where is it? Thanks for the smile and everything else. Yeah, that'll go there, won't it? That will go there. What's this dotty one? I've not tried all of these. I might just have a little bit of a stamp with that. Bit of some dots there. Let's have a look. Ooh, I love playing. Oh, I like that. What can we have on there then? We could have some embossing, but that'll take ages. I'll tell you what we'll have. We'll have some of this, and I'll stamp on and stamp off. Yeah, we'll do that. I want it really faint. There, like that. Oh, that's nice. A bit quite... Oh, I've got a dragonfly stuck to me. Bit more. Just make that a bit more pronounced there. And that's pretty, isn't it? Oh, my stamp's stuck to it now. A bit more, I think. Oh, I like that. That's. Oh, I'm going to do some more. I've got myself a new toy. Talk amongst yourselves. I like that. That's a really lovely stamp. Not tried that before. Excuse me. I think I got a bit distracted then. Right, I'm going to do my sentiment now. Forgot you were there and I just carried on stamping. Right, where am I? Let's get that off of there. Let's just give that block a bit of a wipe because we've got a bit inky dinky. Right, so this is my sentiment, so I'm going to line it up on my grid paper. Is that the right? It's not even the right way around, you Nana. Like that. Yep, put it on my block. Now with my hands clean because I don't want to make a huge mess, I'm going to use some, just put that there. What colour am I going to use? Crumb cake I will, because it's just slightly darker. Let's just ink that up. Let's see how it stamps. Yeah, that's really pretty. It would be nice, and I have got out my copper embossing powder. I often call it bronze when I'm filming, forgetting that it's actually copper. But it is time consuming, so I'm not going to do it today. So let's try and get this relatively... I don't have a stamping me thingy, me what's it, jiggy thing. So I just do it by eye. Right, let's trim that out. Thanks for the smile and everything else. That's a nice one, isn't it? What a lovely sentiment. So I'm just cutting it by eye. It's a little bit wonky that, but I'm not too worried. It'll be alright. Nobody will notice. Don't tell anybody. Don't be telling everybody that Amanda cuts everything wonky, because they won't know. I've got something stuck to me. Get off. Bit of ink on there. Just to darken that, make it look a bit more vintagey. What shall I use? Oh, I've got my new Stampin' Up dimensionals. I'll put it on dimensionals. 1, 2. I think 3 will do it. 1, 2, 3. Getting in a bit of a mess on this desk here. Not to worry. 2, 3. Put that on there. Cut around it. Yeah, that'll do. It's alright, it's not too bad. Bit more ink. And then we're going to pop that on there, on more dimensionals. Where have I put them? There they are. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, got an extra one there. I don't need that. Get back in there. Prod them down a bit. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. Oh, I need to do my. I need to do a hole and put some ribbons. That's what I think we need. So I'm going to put it there so you can still see that dotty, the dotty inking that I've done. I just move that out of the way now because I don't need that anymore, and I don't need that anymore, and I don't need that anymore. Come on. That's it. Right, so I'm going to move this out the way so I don't get ink on my ribbons. And what I'm going to do now is punch myself a hole the top of my tag using my Stampin' Up hole punch. It's the smaller size. I'm not altogether sure what that is, what size that is. Is that even punched? Has it? Yes, it has. It's not even in middle. Oh, I'm going to have to do it again. Is that in the middle? No. Don't want it not in middle, it'll look silly. That'll do. It's alright because the knotting of the ribbons will hide that. It's not a problem. So what have I got? I've got some of the pink pirouette seam binding. Just going to cut a chunk. I've got some, in fact I'll cut two chunks of that. And a bit of Very Vanilla. Move those out of the way. Let's see. I know what I'll do. I will just thread those through the hole. This is on clearance at the moment, so if you want some, hurry and go get some. Add it to your order. I'll leave all my links below if you want to order from me. But wherever your chosen preferred ordering system is, go get some because it's pretty. And then I'm using the strip of Very Vanilla to tie those together. Like so. Oh, it's going to be a long video, isn't it? If you've stayed to the end, you're a trooper and I do appreciate it. And if you haven't, oh well, check out my blog. I'll put a blog link below so you can, excuse me, go and have another look at what I've done, and I'll write a bit of a description. I would appreciate it if you would support my blog. I'm just going to trim these. I'm going to trim them at 2 different lengths. A little bit randomly. And then I think I'm going to add one of these. I don't have many left, I'm running out. Let's have a look. Glue dots, glue dots, glue dots. Where are my glue dots? Where are they? Oh, don't tell me I've lost them. Come on, where are they? Where did you put them, Amanda? Do you know what? I don't know where they are. I wonder if I've left them in the other room or something silly. Oh, I'm sure I got them out ready. How annoying. Right, we'll improvise. And what we'll do is, we will use a Stampin' Up dimensional, and I will find my glue dots later. And off camera, I will have to re-glue this embellishment. But we're not going to let it stop us. And it'll hold for now. And as I say, I'll go and find a stronger glue later on. So I'm going to add that onto there like so. Press that down. And now I really want some pearls for there. I do have some here. Some pearls on here now that that's dry. I'm just going to add them all the way around the tail. There we go, like so. And there we go. I think that's really pretty. So that's one way of doing the tag. And then, as I say, I did this one as well. So, oh, excuse me. So there we go, go and have some fun. This dotty stamp here is awesome fun. Dragonfly Dreams, go and get it. Thanks for watching. Bye.